Good morning. So, today I'm not going to keep you too long. I just wanted to talk about a topic about age. We're never too old to accomplish our dreams, we're never too young to accomplish our dreams. So, for me, anything that I write about, any content that I produce, is always inspired by something or God put it on my spirit to talk about. This particular topic for me was inspired about a conversation I had with my mom. She was insinuating that she was at an age where she was too old to do something. I'm not going to go into the particulars of the conversation, but my automatic instinct when she made those statements was to speak life into her. I began to share with her the story regarding Sarah in the Bible, that she was at an age that, usually women don't have children, but she did. I began to share her the detailed story about Joe Biden. I mean, at the end of the day, Joe Biden could have easily gave up after he tried the first time, but he tried again, and then he ended up being the vice president of the United States of America. And now he is the president-elect and soon to be the next president of the United States. I shared those stories with her because those stories were shared with me with the mentors that I have. My first marriage that I got married, I was 27 years old. And that's usually around the ideal age where society or people think that you should get married. I can understand why, because, those are the bearing years where you had children. I did have two boys in my marriage, so I understand why people may encourage women to get married at an early age. But here's the thing that I'm realizing is that we all have our own journeys in life. We all have individual fingerprints for a particular reason. We all have our own journeys. I just don't believe in age is connected to your purpose. I no longer believe that. I used to believe that before, but I no longer believe that because I'm clearly no longer 27 years old. I'm not even 30 years old. For those of you who don't know, I am 46. And I don't feel 46. I don't wake up in the morning and go, oh my God, I'm an old lady. I'm 46 years old. Actually, I don't feel 46 years old. I would like to think I take care of myself. I feel young in spirit, and I feel like my future is bright, and I know some people may feel like, because I had somebody make a smart comment to me one time. They were in the vicinity and they were making comments about, oh, I don't want to be at that age and still trying to figure things out. You know what? I'm happy for you. I hope that you don't make the same mistakes that I made. I hope that you don't wait till you're my age to get healed, to be full blown in your purpose. I hope you don't. The whole purpose of all of us doing the type of things that we do, like inspirational speaker, life coaches, ministers, pastors. The whole reason why we do the things that we do is to inspire you. We don't want you to make the same mistakes that we make. The reason why we write the books and we make the videos like this and we post the content like this is to encourage you, to avoid for you to make a mistake like this. Ideally, if I had a daughter, I would like one more kid. And to be honest with you, I've been mocked about that. And I can understand that at my age, normally people don't want to have children. But I believe it's possible. Now, scientific wise, people may say it's not possible, but I believe that it is possible. There's nothing that I believe that God says. Once God says yes about something, no matter what age is connected to it, once God's hands is on it, it doesn't matter what science says. It doesn't matter what the medical book says. If God says, I'm going to give her another kid, I'm going to give her another daughter, or I'm going to give her another son, I believe it's going to happen. So when I had a conversation with my mom, and she was telling me she's at a certain age she can do something. I just completely disagree with that. So I did a couple before I disappeared for a couple of days. I had to, guys. So I had to. First of all, I had no choice, you know. But God had a way of doing things to make sure that I take care of myself, my self-care. But I made a post before I disappeared for 2 days. I did a post regarding, Sarah in the Bible and regarding Danielle Knox. I want to talk. I did a post about. I did a devotional in regards to Danielle Knox a little while back, and just to go deeper in your story, Danielle Knox wrote her manuscripts on a typewriter. And if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, I may have to research it again. I believe she's still doing her manuscripts on typewriter. From the age of 19 years old, when she first wrote her book, she wrote all her manuscripts on a typewriter. Every single time she was done with the book, she would put it in a drawer. And from 19 to her late 20s, she was turned down for 6 years by publishing companies. Actually, they told her stories weren't good. They would never get published. You know what I'm saying? And look at Danielle Steele's age now. At her age, she is still blossoming. I wanted to use her story in particular when I post this on social media because I wanted to show how at 19 years old, she was still doing her purpose, and with nobody encouraging her, no one saying that you're doing a good job, no one telling her that that you're going to be one of the richest women and the most popular authors on this planet, not in America, on this planet. The only person that's right under her is the author of Harry Potter. Do you see what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter what your age is. At 19 years old, they could have said, well, you're too young to be sitting here writing books. Look at her age now. They can say, well, you can stop writing books. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's long as you have breath in your body, determination, and understand whose you are, you can accomplish anything you want in life. Anything you want in life. I had a conversation with my nephew in the car about a couple of nights ago, and I was telling him that you don't ever have to work a 9 to 5 in your entire life if you don't want to. If you want to be an entrepreneur at your age, he's going off to college in a couple of days, you can be an entrepreneur for the rest of your life. But you can also work a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with not working a 9 to 5. But I just don't believe that we need to continue putting each other in these boxes of what we can and cannot do because of our ages. And to be completely honest with you, for me, age means nothing. Actually, I feel like my life is just starting. I feel like I was walking around with no vision, and I finally have vision, and I can see my life. I feel more alive now. I feel more purposeful than I felt at 27, guys. I am not who I was at 27 years old. Not the difference of 27 and 46 is a vast difference. I know I have an idea. At 27 years old, I was unhealed. I was broken. I had a severe lack of self-control. I had diarrhea at the mouth. I was an extremely people pleaser. I lived in fear. I mean, who I am now is nothing compared to who I was when I was 27 years old. And I feel like my life is just starting. I really do. And that's why I wanted to do this video. And I said, I'm not going to keep you real quick. I just wanted to inspire anyone that's watching this video. If you're in your 20s and people are telling you, oh, you need to, oh, I know. A friend of mine was telling me this girl is, her cousin is a YouTuber. I forgot her YouTuber name, but her cousin is a YouTuber, and someone went on her YouTube channel and commented, you need to calm down and use your life purposely because I guess her cousin was going on vacation and she was enjoying her life or whatever, and people telling her she need to, buckle down, get serious with life. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what I told my friend yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. People putting people in boxes. It's like we see older people, we're like, oh, you're too old. You need to act your age, and your dreams can't be accomplished because you're too old. And then we see young people, YouTubers, enjoying their lives, going on vacation. What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? First of all, for me, whether you believe it or not, I think this all boils down to hateration. I think people see people living lives that they can't live and they hate. And I think older people who are criticizing these younger people who are living an amazing life and going on vacation, enjoying their lives, at the end of the day, you're hating because you can't do it. At your age, you don't have the success that they have you didn't even have that at their age. So you're envious. So instead of you enjoying the journey with them, you're hating the journey that they're on. So most of the time when people are criticizing you about what you can or cannot do at your age, rather if you're young, you're old, or you're middle age, it's kind of like they're kind of upset that they can't do it themselves. And not everything is about hateration. And I know sometimes I want to thank my haters, because sometimes I believe my haters put fire under my butt so I can get things done. My haters wake me up. Sometimes we need them sometimes. So to tell a young person they can't enjoy their lives, they can't go on vacation, and they can't buy a purse, they can't show their house. I mean, this is a whole conversation I had yesterday. I took a long walk yesterday and I was having this conversation with my friends, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Let people enjoy their lives. Stop putting people in these boxes. And I did a post yesterday and I said the whole purpose of a box, when you put a box, there's a lid and you close the box. And once you close the box, you can't put anything else in that box. As human beings, we're not boxes with lids on them. We're not boxes. And I think that people try to put us in these boxes and tell us what we can and cannot do. And it's just completely unacceptable. And I'm going to admit, there are times where I sit back and I regret some decisions that I made in my 20s. I'm like, God, had I had my head on my shoulders, had I did this, had I did that, I wouldn't be where I am today. But then when I really think about it, the journey that I took with my life is exactly the journey that I needed to take. There was no mistakes. God knew exactly what he was doing in my life. Before I made the mistakes, he knew that I was going to make the mistakes. So yes, I've thought about my 20s. I'm thinking, God, what I'm doing now and how I am living my life now, if I did it in my 20s, baby, okay, my life would be completely different. But that wasn't the journey that God wanted me to take. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. My journey is exactly the way it was supposed to be. The strategic blueprint that God has put forth in my life is exactly the way it's supposed to do. I know people have a hard time when I discuss about me wanting to have one more kid. It's kind of like it's funny to them at my age, but I do. I want to have one more child. And once God says yes, no one can say no. Allow people to dream. Speak life into people. Stop hating on people. And it goes both ways. Older people hate on younger people, and younger people hate on older people. The insecurity goes both ways. The hateration goes both ways, and people get real offended about this hateration thing. They're like, oh, I'm not hating on you. Why do you have so much to say about somebody enjoying their everyday lives? Encourage people. And I had a conversation with my best friend a couple of days ago, and I was telling her the reason why certain people can't bond with certain people is because they have insecurities in their lives, and they have things that they can't heal. They have things they haven't healed from. And because they have things they haven't healed from, they have the inability to speak life into other people, and the inability to bond with people, and the inability to be happy with people. So when people make comments about you're too old to do this or you're too young to do this, in reality, If we really, really think about it, it has nothing to do with our age. It has everything to do with how they see themselves. Because me, I've had a lot of issues in my life, guys. I've had issues with fear my whole entire life. People pleasing issues, and this boils down to my childhood. When I got into therapy and I connected the dots, I realized that the reason why I was so consumed with people pleasing is because I was always auditioning for my dad to love me. I've had a lot of issues in my life: procrastination, living small, mediocrity, but jealousy is something I have never struggled with in my life, and I think it stems from my mom. My mom has her thing. She's done her thing in her life. But one thing she's never been is a jealous person. And I think genetically, I promise you, I think I got that from my mom. I've never been jealous of anyone. I love surrounding myself with successful people, beautiful people, gorgeous people. I love speaking life into people. Through my whole journey of life, with all the struggles that I had, I never struggled with it. And that's why I have a hard time understanding why women hate on other women, why men hate on other men, and why we just hate on each other, period. Why we want to talk down on people and tell people they're too old to do this, or you're too old. Child, let me tell you something right now. Listen, okay, where God is taking me, if y'all think I'm too old, boo-boo, I suggest you take your seatbelt and buckle in. If your full-time job is to hate, then I suggest you buckle in real tight. Make sure you pull that seatbelt as tight as you can be. Because, baby, where God is taking me, even I can imagine it. With my biggest and I dream big. Okay? And even with the dreams that I dream, the figment of my imagination, I can't even imagine where God is taking me. So my age got nothing to do with it. First of all, I don't even feel my age. I don't think I look my age. I don't give a flapping hoop about my age. I can do anything I set my mind to, as long as it's in the will of God. As long as God is in the forefront and God is in the driver's seat, I can do anything that I want to do. This is the most stable, emotionally stable, mentally healthy that I've ever been in my entire life. In my entire life. I just fell in love for the first time in my 40s. In my 40s. Did you guys just hear what I said? I fell in love for the first time in my 40s. So this whole time, all these years, I've been walking around with these knuckleheads thinking that I was in love. I wasn't. It was pure infatuation. So it's like, who's to say? Who puts us in these boxes? If someone had told me in my 20s that you're going to fall in love for the first time in your 40s, I'm like, girl, what you mean? I'm in love now. No, you're not, baby. You don't know what connection is. You don't know what vulnerability is. Let me tell you something, honey. That little young boy knocked me off my feet in my 40s. Bagged him in my 40s. I want to say so much more, but I'm not. I'm going to be good. I'm not going to be petty. But what I do want to say is that, that's why these girls in their 20s be mad. They're like, well, how she got them, girl? I don't know. Don't be petty, Cece. Don't be petty. Don't be petty. Don't be petty. Don't be petty, petty, petty. Don't be petty. Don't be petty. But what I'm saying is, I'm smiling because I'm filtering my thoughts. So much petty stuff I want to say, but not going to say it. I'm silly. But anyways, the moral of the story in the video is that you're never too old or too young to do anything that you want to do. I mean, you got people out here falling in love in their 60s, getting married. It's just never too old. You're never too old to do the things that you want in life. This is nonsense. It's a bunch of baloney. Don't let them sell you the fake dream that you're too old or too young to do the things that you want to do in life. There's no such thing. Dream big. And I'm telling you now, for those of you who are watching, because the most people who watch you are the ones who hate on you. Don't you notice that the people who can't stand you, those are the ones that follow you and listen to you? But those you who are watching right now, this little 46-year-old is just starting. She is just starting. Like, you, listen, I'm just starting. I just feel like I'm living now. I am just starting living my life. So if it's your professional job to hate on people, you might want to buckle up. Just buckle up. Because it's about to get on and popping. I don't care how discouraged I get and how stressed I get. Sometimes, and I get discouraged. I get stressed out. If my skin look a little funny, guys, it's because I broke out a couple days ago, and I don't know how my eczema started again. I don't know if you can see it. I have a little bit on my neck. My eczema started again. I'm breaking out, and I don't really break out like that, and because I was stressing the hell out of there's things going on in my personal life. But no matter how stressed I get, and no matter how frustrated I get, I always know that God has my back. And I always know my future is bright. My future is bright. And for those of you who are concerned about me, I'm never giving up. Thank you for your prayers, because I know I have people praying for me that I've never met a day in my life. I just want to let you know, look at my face. I am never giving up ever again in my life. I will never give up. If you ever see that I don't post something on social media, you don't see a video from me, you don't see a devotional from me, understand this. I made God a promise. I made myself the promise. And I'm telling you right now, I will never in my life give up ever again. In my life, give up. I may stray and need a moment to breathe. I may cry. I may get frustrated. But I will never give up. I'm in this for the long haul. In this for the long haul. In the long haul, I ain't going nowhere. You hear me? Absolutely nowhere. I'm never giving up, no matter how old I am. Honey, I feel fabulous, honey. I feel fabulous at 46 years old. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, normally I have a ton of notes, and my best friend is going to get on me because she gives me constructive criticism all the time. She doesn't like when I do these random videos with no structure. She says I ramble on, and everybody else probably feels the same way, but they're not telling me. So I apologize in advance for the people who get annoyed of me rambling. I didn't structure this video with point 1 and point 2 and point 3. I just wanted to come on here and talk, and hopefully that was okay. I will try to make the next video more structured and more serious. Why do you guys want me to be serious all the time? I don't understand. But anyways, I will try to make the next video more structured, more organized, and more serious. But this one, I just wanted to come on here and just chill. Like, I just want to come on here and talk, chit chat with you like we are friends, like you're sitting across from me and we're having a glass of wine together. And I want you to know you're never too young and you're never too old to accomplish your dreams, and you're never too late. And I just want to let you guys know that I will never give up. Please don't worry about me. Please pray about me, because I do pray for you. Do you have my back? Do you pray for me? Do you believe in me? Even if you don't, I do. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go. Oh my God, my best friend is going to let it rip when she sees this video. She can't stand when I do unstructured videos. She's going to be pissed. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I have to do another video on another platform. So I'm going to let you guys go. Okay? Bye. Oh no. I can't stop the video. Where's the...